जय श्री माताजी। आज उपस्थित सभी विश्व के सभी सहयोगियों भाई बहनों को आज के इस सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। श्री माताजी को प्रणाम करके हम सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। इसी अवस्था को बनाए रखते हुए अब हम 3 महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र का उच्चारण करते हैं।
सरस्वती
दोनों हथेली और तालू में संतुलन अवस्था की ओर देखना है। राइट हैंड तालू के ऊपर रखते हुए सहस्रार खुलने का अनुभव देखिए। राइट हैंड गोद में रखते हुए लेफ्ट हैंड से भी ये अनुभव चेक करें। लेफ्ट हैंड तालू के 2 इंच ऊपर सहस्रार चक्र की अनुभूति और हथेली में बहने वाला चैतन्य को देखिए। धीरे से हाथ नीचे ले। इसी अवस्था में अब हम कुछ क्षण ध्यान में बैठते हैं। इसी अवस्था में अब हम परम पूज्य श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं।
Today is the first day, New Year's Day. According to the Shalivana calendar, who were my forefathers. And in the whole of Maharashtra, it is regarded as the New Year Day and the best day to start anything. So, today I've decided to have Mahamaya Puja. I've never talked about Mahamaya. But it is not to be talked or told. It's a secret, as they say. It's the basic of Sahajayoga, I should say. Because it's described when the goddess comes in the Sahasrara, the Shakti, she is Mahamaya. Sahasrare Mahamaya. Already described. She has to be the Mahamaya, means she should camouflage herself fully. Nobody should be able to know her as the goddess to begin with. And even if they get realization, they should not reach to the end of it. There are many reasons for that. First thing, the job. The job of Mahamaya was to give realization. Now, if I had come on a tiger with a sword in my hand, nobody would have stood nearby. All would have run away from me. In any other form, if the goddess had come, she could not have done what she was supposed to do. Moreover, only if she had come as the mother of Christ, or Shri Sitaji, or you can say Fatima Bi. They all ended their lives. They had to go away from this world so early. They couldn't do any work whatsoever. Now this work, difficult work of giving realization to others, is very intricate. It has to work out in such a manner that nobody feels that it is done by some great personality or with a great awe or fear. So the Mahamaya incarnation has to come, that people can come closer. Also, it has one advantage, very great advantage, is that when a simple person who's just a housewife starts giving realization, people are flabbergasted. Also, they think if she can do it, why not we do it? After all, she's just an ordinary housewife. So it's all right. If she can do something, we can also do it. So they have self-confidence. And being a mother, she does her loving part, her compassion, but the greatest is the patience. You see, none of them had so much patience, all these incarnations who came. You see how they disappeared from this Mother Earth quickly, you see, by some excuse or other. But I had to stay, I don't know how long, but it has to be done up to a point, this work of giving realization. The third thing was that you have to be identified into my body, into my cells of my body. But this is a more difficult task, because supposing one of you becomes stupid, becomes foolish, quarrelsome, anything you do, any small thing, it hurts. It has to. But I don't think about myself, I always think about you. So it's an indication to me that something has gone wrong somewhere. Somebody is doing something wrong to somebody. Some Sahajogis are being tortured. Some are sick. Anything like that, I work it out very intensely and intimately. Recently, today only, they told me somebody has got meningitis in Australia. Immediately I gave Bandhan. I'm sure such a person should be cured if she has any faith in me and she is in my being. Or somebody is ill somewhere, they tell me, and such a person is saved. They call it a miracle. It is not a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's again the Mahamaya's blessings are like this. You can't see how you are inside me. You can't see your reflection within. You can't see. This is Mahamaya. This is the secret part of it, that you don't know. And then when I feel the pain, and if I try, look at it, because I have power to cure, so you get cured. You don't know how it happens. Pani de do. Collectively, whatever you feel, I get it in my body. For example, collectively, if you have a left Vishuddhi, I get it. If you have, say, right Vishuddhi, I get it. Any chakra that you catch collectively, I get that problem and I have to solve it. Because it troubles me, so I solve it. It's a compulsion that I have to solve it. Now, in doing so, see, you might think, Mother, we are troubling. You are not. It's my doing. I have taken you into myself. You haven't. So you don't have to worry as if you are troubling me. It's my own doing. It's my own work. It's my own responsibility. And if I have done it, it's done it because I'm supposed to do it. That's the job I have to do. So there's nothing to feel bad about it. But now, what is the purpose? As I told you, is that I could come close to you and I need not sort of fill you with fear or oddness or even a feeling that I'm not a human being. I behave exactly like human beings. I react exactly like human beings. And all these powers are hidden within myself. Unless and until you are a realized soul, you won't understand. Whatever you may do, you won't understand. Or maybe in the previous life you had your realization, or maybe also you have done such tremendous punyas that you can recognize. There are people like that who have done it. But to make it more sort of congenial to you is to become absolutely a human being. So I married, I had children, I had grandchildren, and I do shopping. As you say, people are surprised how I take Coca-Cola. I'm not supposed to take Coca-Cola. Or I eat what kya kehte usko? Popcorn. That's a but I have to be just like you. But inside I am not. Outside I am. See, my attention is such that it penetrates into everything, and I remember each and everything very well. My memory is very good even at this age. So, you see, this attention itself is very penetrating. And when it penetrates, it carries with it all the powers that are required and acts. It's a tremendous machinery, I should say, which is very subtle and works wonders. So you start telling me if there is a miracle that has happened, miracle that has... Nothing is a miracle. Because if you are all in my body, and if my body is divine, then what is a miracle? It's all the communication, as this hand can communicate with this hand. I communicate with you. But one thing is definite, that you should not get lost with this rupa of Mahamaya. It's a very dangerous thing. Because once you get lost, oh, Mother, after all, you see, like that, then it doesn't act. It doesn't work out. It's not a casual thing, but I want to live very casually myself to show that I'm casual, but I'm not. While you should not pay your attention casually, that won't work out, because you are in my body. Say, every cell in my body is aware, and every cell has a reflector. I don't know about you know about it, but there is a reflector in us, which works on remote control. So it works on remote control, on your attention also. If your attention is not all right, it corrects. It puts it. That's the best way we could evolve human beings. There was no other way out. Because the attention of the people is, on the whole, in the whole world, is not yet on the spirit. But suddenly they get a glimpse that there must be something beyond. So many religions have come, so many have talked about it. So they may say about it, they may talk about it. But still the consciousness that we have to be the spirit is among very few people. And they are the ones called as the seekers of truth. While the rest of the people are not that busy with this or that, oh, I'm very happy with myself, and you enjoy your holiday, I'll enjoy my holiday. Like that they talk. So under these circumstances, one had to come in a camouflage, enter into, like, you see, they are like enemies, I would say, enemies of God's love. So you have to enter into them like a spy, camouflaging yourself, you see, and make them dance here and there. Let them get lost a little bit here and there. Let them see for themselves. Because with Mahamaya, you see, she allows you. Now there are some Sahajogis who left Sahajayoga, went off. I said, all right. If they have gone, very good. Good riddance of bad rubbish, doesn't matter. And then they again come back. Mothers, this happened to us, that happened to us. Somebody got this, somebody got that. We got met with an accident, then somebody got the sickness, somebody is very unhappy, we broke our marriage, all kinds of things. And when they say like this, and when they do like this, I just smile. So it's a bad coin. All right, doesn't matter. Again they come back to such. But they are left behind than others. They come up, but slowly. Because they have suffered, so they have come. In a way, it's a good example for others that we don't want to suffer anymore. The sufferings do not come from Mahamaya by any chance. On the contrary, once you have called me the mother, you see, there is a protective attention on you. Then you misbehave, you cross all the limits and things, then it acts on you. This action has taken place in many cases. Some of them have come back, some are still hanging around and are doing wrong things because they have done terribly wrong things and they know they will be found out. Now the worst thing that happens in Sahajayoga, that people try to make money out of me because they know I don't understand money, I don't understand banking, and I'm very bad at it. But I'm not. I know everything. I know everything about everyone. They tell me lies, I know that they are telling me lies. But it's allowed. Do what you like in Sahajayoga. You yourself will have to pay for it. It's something so great with this Mahamaya Roop that directly I don't have to say it. You don't even know that it's done. When it happens, they come rushing to me, Mother, it has happened. Now, I have not done anything directly, neither indirectly. But once you go out of the protection of your mother, there are negative forces all around you, which also you don't see because you are partly blind. You couldn't see your mother and you couldn't see these negative forces. Then you fall a prey to their talk, things, whatever it is. Or maybe into some paradoxical culture as you have here. You may fall a prey to that. There's somebody I know in Sahajayoga who has gone now and he is now drinking a lot and he's doing all kinds of things. So, such a person gets lost because of his doings. I'm not doing anything to him. If you are with me, if you are in Sahajayoga, you are protected, you are looked after. But you have to stick on, you have to have faith. And even if there's any problem, it gets solved. But those who have gone out of it, who go beyond my reach, then they suffer. So even indirectly I would say, I'm not in any way harming them. Because I've decided not to harm anyone. That I've decided on. Especially those who call me mother, I don't want to harm them. But they get harmed, no doubt. They get harmed very badly. So, if it has happened, just take it up. All right, doesn't matter. Mother forgives everyone. It has happened, has happened. This is a lesson for me. It was something because of it happened. And now I'm back. And then you become sometimes a better Sahajayogi than many of us. This kind of happening is very common in every country. But you see, this whole culture, I feel, is so paradoxical. Whole culture is so paradoxical. And what is paid for is something that is ugly. What is paid for something that is sinful. Whatever that is filthy, dirty is paid for and accepted. So very paradoxical because it goes against growth of spirituality. One side you are spiritual, you want to be spiritual. Another side you have this paradoxical culture which takes you down to hell. It's like a story once Baba Mama told me. Very interesting story it is. He said that some people did lots of punyas, so they were taken to heaven. But they saw everybody was meditating nicely, enjoying. He said, "What is this? We did this also with Sahajayoga. What's the use of doing it here again? We should have something else. So let's have a look at the hell." So they went down to see the hell. And outside they were having all these paradoxical culture of nude women and nude men dancing, shouting, screaming, dirty, filthy things going on. Yeah. So they said, this seems to be very different. So they said, the people who were doing all these acts, they asked, why are you here? They said, we've come here only for seeing the hell. Oh, all right. There are peepholes, you see through them. So they had big, big holes, out of which they started seeing. So in one hole, they saw people being put into some sort of a filth, a pus, and this, then another into feces, this, that, another into sort of a mire, which was out of which they could not come out, or shouting. Then there's another one where they were boiled in the boiling oil, and some were beaten up. There were snakes and scorpions. And this. They said, what is this all? That is hell. You wanted to see. That is hell. You want to go? You can go there. So they said, what are you doing here? This is publicity department for hell. They ran back to heaven and asked forgiveness that we don't want this hell, had enough of it. So like that, you see, the whole world is a camouflage. If you see, this is an anti-Mahamaya. So they say that this Maya is created by God. No. The Maya that God has created is this world, this whole universe and all that. But this elusive life is created by human beings. Absolutely through their projections of their brains and mental capacities. They have projected because money is everything. If money is everything, by hook or crook, if you have to get the money, then do what you love. Every day you read in the newspaper, horrible stories about how people want to make money, how they want to sell their daughters, how they want to sell their wives. Anything is all right as long as you have money. If you can make money, nothing like it. So this is one of the illusions that human beings have created, is what you call is money maya. And in that comes also the wealth, possessions, materialism. Everything is created by human beings. And this creation of materialism then boils you down to a personality which is involved in all sinful act. Everything is all right, because if money is all right, materialism is all right. For example, The way people went down to America, Spanish, and killed so many aboriginals there. Then also English went and all kinds of people went there in America. The way they have tortured is something is you cannot think how human beings can behave like this towards ordinary people who are just simple uh, people living in the jungles. How can you do such a thing to them? Such horrible, you can call it a genocide. It's really a terrible thing. They did it. We know more about this Germans, the way they behaved recently. But even in those days, they used to do all kinds of things. And the nature, which is a Maya of God, which how it takes respite. There were people in America, Central America, near river Mississippi and Missouri. They were called as rednecks. Long time. He must be remembering it. And because they were called rednecks by the black, they used to kill so many blacks. They used to hang their children on the tree. They used to throw their bodies in the river, sometimes get them drowned, did all kinds of things to the black under the name that they were white people and they are superior and something like that, behaving worse than animals. Now you know that floods came in, terrible floods came, and those floods drowned these rednecks beyond their necks, and so many were dead. One would say that how could it happen? It is. Another example I'll give you is the way Americans were treating all these Bolivians and the Colombians, that they would buy everything from them very cheaply. And like wheat and everything, very cheap, just the minimum profits there. And they would sell it at a double price and make money. All this was really criminal to do from any point of view, but they were doing it. I went to, I don't know what year it was, 1978 or so, into Colombia. And there was one man came in the party. I was with my husband. He said, I've heard you are a great saintly person from India. Can you give us some blessings that we really hit these Americans nicely and see them off? Because the way they are exposing us to our poverty and things, they are horrible. I said, why do you want to hit them? No, they require it, otherwise they will not be all right. It's just in the party, I didn't want to discuss it, all right. And you know, this cocaine came up there. And if you go and see now that place I've been to, Bogota, with my husband, it was like a shanty town, absolutely like a shanty town, made of tin and this and that. Now big, big buildings are there, and you have escalators and everything. They used to bring petrol with the donkey's cart. Can you imagine? In such a short time, it has become such a big country. And not only that, but now the whole America is afraid of them, even Australia. The drugs are taken by Americans themselves. In Washington, there is such a lot of storage of drugs that they don't know what to do. And even the senators are taking to drugs. Can you imagine? I won't be surprised one day Mr. Clinton lands up with some drugs. The way it is such a fashion, it is such a fantastic thing for them. You go to any party of elite people, which I have to sometimes, they only talk about drugs. You see, you want which drug you like. So I don't like any drug. No, if you want, you can get it cheaply in this, if you go there, then get it there. They discuss it in the elite parties. Also about gurus, you see, which guru you want. There is a sale on for such and such guru. On a bargain, you can go like that. It's all so stupid, I tell you. I said, these people are so immature, worse than children. They're not grown up, only in age. They have done good, maybe in mechanism and all those things, but that has nothing to do. with your personality growth. And that's why I find them just like dwarfs, the way they have attitude towards things. And everyone practically must have taken drugs. Everyone, except for Asians, may not have. Because now I've learned that there are two genes which protect the Asians. But the white skin has no those genes to protect. The other day in the lecture I told them that there are two genes which are protective, found only among Asians, means Chinese and Indians. All the rest of the people don't have those genes which should protect them. So they are so vulnerable to all these nonsensical things that are going on, and they take to it so easily. I used to wonder how these educated, good people, I mean people of my husband's ranking, also were stupid like that. Every time they would bring a new wife. One day one of them brought a wife who was hardly about 20 years of age. This fellow is at least 70. I didn't know. My husband pinched me, said, that's his wife, all right? Don't call her a granddaughter. I used to drop bricks after bricks then. Such absurd people coming, and a 70-year-old man coming with a lady who is 20 years. I mean, you can never think that she could be his wife. At the most, sister-in-law, at the most. But I thought she was the granddaughter, so he pinched me and told me that don't. This is it. You see, it's such a paradoxical world that if you come from Sahaj to this, you see what's going on. What are they doing? What's the matter with them? Now, taking out clothes. Is it something great to take out clothes? You see, in Switzerland, which is such a cold country, I was wearing my sweater, my coat, covering my head, wearing warm socks, everything, because they said, let's go out just for a drive. So we got down. There's one lake called Lausanne, there's a very big lake. So as usual, Gregor ran up to see how is the situation there. He came back with a double speed. He said, no, mother, you can't go there. I said, what? No, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't. Let's go. They were all topless women sitting there. You know, this in Australia they had, even New Zealand, they had cricket match. They are supposed to be very good cricketers. And when we opened the TV, the women were sitting topless. We closed it, we couldn't see that. But I was told now they are losing in cricket. They will, definitely. Compared to Indian spinners who are young, innocent boys. Very young, 20, 21. They have to be, because there's no innocence, there's no chastity, there's no respect. The women are sitting topless. How can they win? They are insulting the goddess there only. How can they win? They cannot win. And a game like cricket is something sensible. Even I don't know in any game if they can win, because if this distract the attention completely. But why do they go like that? Are all women trying to become prostitutes? What is the sense in it? I can't understand. And this is something they don't understand if you tell them that, you see, I was told that Mrs. Thatcher openly said that in this culture, women must expose their body. Huh? Still such a paradox. Can't understand. They show here Mother Mary as the sublime personality, and they show here women as the women who are nude. They want to become Mother Mary, or what do they want to become? And people like this, horrible people like this, Michael Jackson, he is that, are so prominent making money. I mean, just see the paradox. Can you say that this is an advanced country when the ideas are so low? How can it? After coming to Sahajayoga, you can see for yourself. But it must these protective genes established in you. This is the thing in Sahajayoga. And suddenly you people have given up all that nonsense. You don't want all that. Actually, if you see it properly, from any logical point of view, you see, without the Maya of this nonsense, if you see it, you can logically understand that it is wrong. You see, why do you feel jealous of another man or woman? You feel jealous. that means you want just life, isn't it? People have murdered, women have murdered men or women because they were jealous. If it was natural and normal and joy-giving, you should not have felt bad about it. All these things should logically be understood, that why we don't like this happening. Or this happens to your own daughter, you may not like. Nowadays there are people who like it also to the daughters. But now going to that limit of things, like this one person say he has something to do with the daughter and the whole society is against it today. But maybe tomorrow with this Maya, this horrible devil Maya, which is anti-Maya, will work out, and maybe that nobody will mind it. It may be. If you people do not hold it right into your hands, the culture side of such, I don't know what's going to happen. If you read newspaper every day, you feel really dizzy, you don't understand in what Maya these people are lost. So it's an anti-Maya. Because Mahamaya has come, so anti-Maya has come. 50 years back or 60 years back, it was not that bad, I can tell you. Once in a while, people used to do something nonsensical. But now it is rampant. But it now has become a fashion. It's worse than that, is that accepted as a fashion. And if you are not in it, you are out. You have to be in the madhouse. You should see this clearly, because now you have come into the Maya of God. Maya also means love, the God's love. And in that your eyes should open out and see, what horrible things they are doing. What is this disco? In India they brought the disco. And of course, some boys who were Muslims actually, were rich. And they carried young girls, because in disco the law was that you must bring a partner. Young girls who were adults, maybe not be adults also, and started giving them alcohol, drinking, and they got lost. The parents wouldn't accept them. They had to go to brothels, or they were sold out, or I don't know what happened to them. But that is the reaction in that country. It may be one day they will be accepted, one day we'll have the same thing, because it has such a overpowering effect. And that's why the Maya of God is such, all these beautiful things are there. So you can get lost with it, you can see it, you can picture it, you can paint it. But no, they are not. They are not interested. They'll make this also ugly. They'll make every picture ugly. They'll make every face ugly. So this is the anti-Maya that is there. And for that you need a Mahamaya to correct it and to solve the problem. The complete working of the divine depends on you people, wherever you are. How many you are is not the point. Wherever you are, how intense you are, how you want to work it out, how you want to put your attention to. It's very important how you are going to do it, because you people should understand the responsibility. This world is getting drowned, and I feel that at least 80% people will be finished. 10 would be hanging in between in limbo, I think. Really. And 10% will be Sajogis, the way it is moving in the West. Maybe in India, may not be, I can't say. India is very fast moving Sahajayoga. Also Russia and all these Eastern Bloc people are just jumping into it. I don't know how they have discovered me so easily. They say my face is evident. I don't know what makes them think. The another Maya is of power. And the power of money, if they can avoid, then they try to have power over territory of the land, this, that. That also made them mad quite a lot in the past. But now they are all fighting for some nonsensical land which will never belong to them. It stays here permanently, eternally. But the fights are going on. Then in the name of religion, they are fighting for this area, that area, or they are fighting for, say, just for changing their religion or getting more people in that religion. I don't know what is their idea of religion is. Is religion meant for that? Just think of it. Nobody thinks like that. What is it meant for? So here again the Mahamaya has to work. And the Mahamaya works this way, that she integrates all the religions. She shows that all religions are the same, have the same spirituality, is on the same tree of spirituality they have grown. Instead of making people spiritual, they have made them money oriented or they have made them power oriented. I mean, it's the other way around. It's like the tree growing underneath or something absurd that you cannot explain. And that is the thing, is that elusive. That elusiveness is called Maya. And this elusiveness appeals to many people. Appeals. That's the point I'm worried about. Something is elusive. Then they go on running after that like a mirage. And ultimately they are destroyed. So what you see a picture just now is that at least so many 10% people will be saved at the most. But it's a very sad affair because it has taken so much effort to make human beings, to make them all right, to make them sensible. And now what you find is that they are going to be all finished. It's too much to bear, too much to believe in. But it is going to happen if you people do not take it up seriously and work it out. For you also, there should not be any illusions because many of you are more busy with other things. To you, other things are more important than Sahaja. But whatever you are doing, you can bring in Sahaja into that. Into anything you can bring in Sahaja. I said in politics, in agriculture, in social life, in your jobs. Everywhere you can bring Sahaja. By your own behavior, by your own intelligence, you can bring in Sahaja into every field, which you have to think about. Where can we take Sahaja? Where can we work it out? And this is what is to get into the Maya of God, that you get rid of all the illusions which are false, which do not allow you to see the right thing. And then seriously to get into the productive side of Sahaja. Can imagine how productive is Sahaja, how the miracles work out, how there is this divine power is anxious to help, despite all this Mahamaya and all that. I'll give you the example of my grandson now, because this time we had a big Maya on him. I told him that you should not go to Cambridge, they don't give admissions normally, and moreover, it's more sort of theoretical thing, it's not good for you, will be boards too there. So don't go. He wouldn't listen to me. Then he agreed, all right, if I get admission in these big universities in America, I'll go. But he didn't try, nothing of the kind. Last minute, we sent him a application, and he sent that application. Last minute, they said, you cannot come, this is that, you have to appear for this exam, SAT exam, that exam. And then he got a fright. You see, he learnt. My God, I thought so easy to go to America, it is not. Even if you certify many, it's not easy. Then he started thinking that what was I thinking about Cambridge so much? This is the same, equally the same difficult thing. Until then he wanted to go for SAT. They had to sit for an exam. But actually the appearing of the examination was only after 6 days. And I thought, how can he go? 6 days he cannot prepare even. So they said, you cannot come for SAT. Now he was settled down in India. He didn't know what to do. Still he was saying, I'll try for this Cambridge again and this. I said, no, forget it. He wouldn't listen to me. Then he was very disappointed. He telephoned to me to say that I think that if I have to go to America, I'll go in a good university. Otherwise, no use going to a cheap university. I can get better education in India. So I said, all right. Then I gave a banda. He wanted to go abroad and learn something. It's all right. Can you imagine? It has worked like a real miracle. The university wrote to him that he is admitted unconditionally. Nobody did anything. Nobody wrote anything. Nothing. They have said it. See, none of them can understand what has happened. How did they get unconditional admission? So, you see, it's a miracle. But before that, this Maya was to be played. Otherwise, you would never have seen the importance of it. So, in your lives also, such a Maya plays. When you do not want to do the right thing, all right, do it. You do this, all right, do that, do that. Ultimately, you learn a lesson. I don't say no. If you say, Mother, I want to do it, all right, go ahead. I want to do that, or go ahead. Whatever you want to do. If I find you congenial, I may tell you that better not do. It's not going to help. But then when they get a complete disillusionment, then they take to the right decision, come to the right things. Because, see, let them try with their own freedom. But then they realize that what Mother said was right. I should have done that. All right. So this is it. The Maya is like this, that it allows you to do what you like. You use your freedom. You go places to places. Do what you want to do. Whatever you think it proper, you do it. All right. This is the part of the Maya. But Mahamaya is that which brings you back to normal, brings you back to reality, to understand. It is at that point when you understand Mahamaya, like I would say Russians did, how they understood that I am doing greater work than Einstein. So what is Einstein? He is just working with the matter. You are working with human beings. Do you realize, Mother? To them, I am higher than all of them, greater than all of them, which is a fact. Also, I must say, it's a fact in a way that the way work is done. But it doesn't mean that it's something to be ego about it. Because if I am made like that, I'm doing it. What is so special? I've been like this, so I'm like that. What is so special? One gets the pride and the ego only when you think you are doing something more beyond you. It's all there. I've already got it. Now see, this tent is meant to give shade. Now if it is giving shade, should it have ego? Sun is meant to give you light. If it is giving light, it's giving light because God has given him the light to be given, so he's giving light to you. Should he have ego? But you see, assume that you have got something special about you. Then you have to do that, whatever special you have. Now the flowers are so beautiful, they are so special, so charming. I mean, I couldn't take out my attention from them, they are so beautiful. All right. But if they are so, they are so. What is there? They are not going to have ego about it that we are so good, we are so beautiful. No, none of that. So this ego comes when there is again the Mahamaya part of it, that you are in the Maya of your own understanding. Now you are Sajogis. You should be very proud. You should be, I don't know, look at these horrible people who are not at all connected with God. They have nothing to do. Yesterday, that lady, she gives me a lecture that why don't you praise the Lord? You see, she's giving me a lecture. So it is just a sort of a assumption that I am something great that makes you ego. But that is also a Maya. Because you have to learn. Ultimately, your ego breaks and you understand that, oh, Humpty Dumpty it was. Once you discover that, no, I want to have ego anymore. I mean, there are some Sajogis who refuse to do any work of Sahajayoga. I said, why? Mother, we are too intelligent and our intelligence cheats us and we'll develop ego. I said, now, this is an escape. It won't. Sahajayoga can never give you ego, but will give you joy. If it is giving you ego, it's not such. It should just give you joy. Giving somebody to realization or somebody you curing, somebody being kind, anything, it just gives you satisfaction and you enjoy. It's a fact. I mean, you have come all the way here, you are playing such good music, all this now you learnt Indian style, I don't know how. Anybody should be very full of ego, but no. In the Maya of your mother, you just enjoy. Maya should give you enjoyment. That's the best thing that this Maya can give. And you can enjoy it so much. I think it is a very beautiful atmosphere. created by this Mahamaya. So you can enjoy each other, you can enjoy my company, you can enjoy nature. Such a rapport, such a beautiful understanding between everything else is there. Nobody is bothered as to who is higher, who is lower, what is the position, how much money he has got, or what he has got. Nothing. Just we are all enjoying. If somebody has a talent, he enjoys because he has a talent, and the others also enjoy because he has talent. No jealousies, no rivalries, nothing. Somebody sings better, all right. They'll tell me, Mother, he sings very well. There's one fellow in Paris. I think he's a black, from the black side, because he has very curly hair, very, very nice boy. So suddenly somebody came from Italy. Mother, do you know he dances very well? How do you know? I've seen him dance. So when did you see me dancing? I asked. You came to that program, I saw that. In a group you saw him. He just got told him, better dance before Mother. It was so much, so joy-giving, this kind of thing. He saw him in some sort of a program where there were at least 2,000 people dancing. He picked him out. Now he is from Paris and he is from Italy. And how his eyes picked him up, and he brought him, Mother, you better dance before Mother. You are very good. And he was. But you see, I might have missed it or whatever it is. And even if I've seen it, I may not have asked him. But this fellow went down there and he's got hold of him and he put him before. I mean, these things are so joy-giving. It is otherwise, in the normal course, what one would do, come before me and start dancing, whether no or not, and try to show off, normally. But the one who knows never brought like that, now come along. And in such an impersonal way, he saw it. They brought him. It makes no difference whether they are from Russia or from America or from India. So all these differences which are skin deep are finished. And I find everybody appreciates everybody's talent, everybody how he speaks. And suddenly you'll find somebody say, oh, he's such a gem. When did you meet him? No, I've heard about it. You see, all this appreciation and all this beautiful feeling for others, you see, is only possible through such. No jealousies, no rivalries, nothing. These come because of ignorance which creates the Maya about yourself. I am this, I am that. And then the I comes down like that. So, all conditionings also can create a Maya. Many conditionings are there, that I am from such a family, I am from such a thing. That all has to be stopped. So today's special day is this of New Year's, where they said now today is the most auspicious day to start something new. And this Mahamaya's dissolving has to be started. Gradually you should try to understand. Many people ask me, how did you do it? Forget it, it's Mahamaya. Forget it. How did I do it? Just forget it. That part you need not go into. Just enjoy. Just enjoy that you are in that Maya and you are enjoying it. It's the best way to enjoy this Mahamaya. And today, for the first time, we have this puja of Mahamaya. Because of Gudi Padwa, I thought something unique must be done, which encompasses everything of Sahajayoga. Everything of Sahajayoga. It's not one incarnation, it's not one nadi, it's not one goddess, but all of it is there. Sometimes I say like a film is audio, visual, everything is there. Drama, music, also acting, everything is there in a film now. I mean, that far. Everything integrated. In the same way, I think Mahamaya has everything. Every part that you tell me, everything that you enjoy, everything that you discover, everything is in that region of Mahamaya which has been created for you. May God bless you.
इसी निर्विचार अवस्था में अब हम कुछ क्षण निशब्द ध्यान करते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी के चरणों पर प्रार्थना अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर हमें श्री गणेश जैसा अबोध बनाइए। एक माँ के प्रति जो बच्चे का समर्पण होना चाहिए, ऐसा समर्पण हमें दीजिए। श्री माता जी, आपके चरणों पर कोटि कोटि नमन। अब हम सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पर समाप्त होता है। जय श्री माता जी।